So hey there everybody, as always, thanks for stopping by the channel and hanging out for a few. My name is Rich, and normally we're talking drones and imaging and building our small drone businesses. And it struck me recently, I've done a couple videos with DJI's Avata FPV drone, and it struck me it's been a little over 6 months since we started using that drone, so I wanted to talk to you about it and give you our impressions of it. And I gotta say, our impressions overall of utilizing the Avata are great. We've had a lot of fun with it. We've done interior flights. We've done outdoor flights. We've gone to locations like this right here, the Granite Dells, and we had some fun with it last week, just flying around, playing around canyons and around the rock formations. So overall, our use of it's been very successful, enjoyable, and yeah, we like bringing it along, and we'll be doing more videos with it for sure. Plus, we also do visit our videos for our clients with this as well, flying in and out of residential properties and things. Very cool stuff. Now, you're just seeing us maneuver around here. This is unedited, uncut, anything, just right out of the drone camera. And, we're just kind of tooling around, having a little bit of fun. We've had one major issue with the Avata, and it makes us a little cautious when we're doing something like these flights through the rocks. So let's go ahead and stop this one really quick. We're going to minimize that screen, and we're going to pull up another screen. Now, fair warning, this is the video that's coming right out of the goggles from the Avata. So it's not stabilized, it's not horizon corrected or anything. So if you get motion sick, this might make you a little motion sick. But I wanted you to fly along here with me to see the major problem that we've come across and are still coming across with the DJI Avata. So let's go ahead, and I hit the space bar so we can start this up. Like I said, very, very wobbly. This is the feed to the goggles. So the goggles have a micro SD card in them, and it records what we're doing. The final version of this looks a lot smoother, a lot better, less bouncy, all that kind of stuff. But one of the things I wanted to pay attention to here is our distance flown. So we're 22 feet above ground level, above our launch, but we're only 11 feet above the actual terrain below us. So that's something we really like, letting us know how close are we to the ground as we're doing this. And so as you can see, still 28 feet above ground level from our launch, there's a big boulder right there, way taller than us. And we're getting to the point where we have a problem with the Avata. So by the way, the location we're in is called the Granite Dells. So there's a lot of big blocks of granite here. Great rock climbing, really fun hiking, all those great things. I want you to pay attention. We are 500 feet. So, coming up, we're 500 to 600 feet from our launching point, from our home point. So the drone has not disappeared on us yet, but if we want to take the drone, let's say slightly behind a rock or one of the boulders, this is one of the things that's been happening to us. Let me go ahead and hit this. So we're basically 600 feet from the controller, and we're bouncing around just a little bit, but we're about to see it happen. Right down here on the bar, we're at 46% battery, and the radio controller is full bars, but our HD, our video feed, is really dropping out here. It's about to go away. And as you can see, we are now seizing up here, and the image transmission is now super weak. And momentarily, okay, there goes the radio control. It's super weak as well. And we're kind of bouncing around here, and boom, the fail-safe RTH, so the return to home. So at this very moment, the drone is under its return to home directives. So it's going to fly back to us. But look at the distance. So 31 feet here. There goes the return to home. So we had that set well. And it is making it back. You can see our home location out here. It's still in the fail-safe RTH, and we're getting back to where we launched it from. You'll see us momentarily, but you can see all around us. Oh God, that is bouncy. And that's not us doing that with the control. That's still the return to home feature. So it's right above us at this point, and getting ready. And now we have our little circle in the middle again, and now it's saying the RC signal is good, and the video signal is also good. So it's coming right on down here, and we're getting it ready to land. So the big issue that we've run into is the fact that if we duck behind a boulder for a minute, I mean, this is an FPV drone, right? You know, I like taking it slow, but a lot of people with FPV want to zing in and out of obstacles and really cool stuff like that. I get it, and I get the enjoyment of that. But let me pull this back up. But so when we were flying recently, so there we are right there at the rock formation, and we've got me running the controller, and I've got the goggles on. Jody's next to me. She's looking at the iPhone, which is connected to the goggles. So just checking that out. But as we start playing around with some of this, you know, we're not going far from ourselves at all. Just you know, dipping behind some granite formations here. And the problem here is that when we dip behind some of these, and you know, we're not 2,000 feet away. We're not 1,000 feet away. This kind of stuff's happening 400 to 600 feet. When we start ducking behind any of these rock formations, we have the potential to lose our signal and lose control, and then have to depend on the return to home. So this has been our biggest gripe, and even in our testing last weekend, where we're having some fun with this, I did duck behind a couple of rocks just to see, and sure enough, we started dropping out on the video there and on the signal momentarily. So I had the signal drop down to 75% and then 50%. Here's the big thing. So if I'm watching from here and I'm doing things up in the sky, we seem really good. When we seem to run into problems is, you know, from my launching point when we start going down and we've got a lot of this granite around us, this becomes a problem and we start seeing signal problems. So when I'm going lower than where we launched from, I'm paying very close attention, and I'm also keeping the speed, you know, relatively low for what an FPV drone can do. So this is not a deal killer for us, but in our testing over the past 6 months, it's been problematic, especially in the granite formations. When we're flying through residential properties and they've got walls up and everything, we have no problems with signal at all doing those. But so maybe granite here is Avata kryptonite, and I'm doing that tongue in cheek, but we watched another video just this morning of a gentleman flying down near Camelback Mountain, having a great flight, enjoying it and having a good time, dipped behind some granite formations down there, boom, lost his signal, and in the end, he ended up crashing his drone and getting a replacement. So is the granite in Arizona really that anti-radio frequency? Can it block that much? Or are we expecting too much out of the drone? I'm not sure. So you can, as you can see here, where we're flying now, this is lower than my takeoff location. So we're turning back to where the takeoff location was. And we did not go that far, but we do have rocks blocking us in here. See this rock right up here? Our takeoff spot's right down below it. Actually, it's that rock right there. But so we took this down just a little lower, and the moment that we got a little lower, we started seeing some dropout on our signal once again. So overall, been a fantastic and fun drone to use, but we've got some big questions about transmission quality when you've got this much granite all around you. You know, how much is too much? And is there anything we can do to improve our connectivity while we're dipping in and out of these rocks and boulders? All right, everybody, there's the wrap for today. So overall, we do like the Avata. We do have some questions about its true distance when you start getting involved with things that are blocking it from where the signal is coming from our goggles and our control setup. All right, everyone, we'll see you again real soon. Have a great week.